Hey guys, this is what today is all about. You guys say hello to Flopsy. She is a booted bantam and she is absolutely precious. Very vocal. Now today I spent some time with the hens. I want to get to know them. They started laying last week and this has been really fun because these are hens that I hatched on my own property other than Flopsy, who's on my shoulder, and Honeybell, who is my other bantam chicken. But the 6 large hens that are laying came from Rooboss and Runner. They're a combination of my Easteregger roos and also my Easteregger hen, my Australorps, my sexlings, and my ISAs. So I've got a great combination. I'm not exactly sure if a couple of them are mixed with the ISA or the sexlings, but they are absolutely gorgeous. They're laying beautiful eggs. And so the last week and a half, I've been naming a couple more of them, keeping an eye on who's laying what. And this is going to be really helpful for in the future because if they stop laying, I know that something is wrong. Now, I'm not talking about during the winter when there's not as much daylight. And so naturally, sometimes they'll just stop laying. But sometimes if they're sick, they'll stop laying, okay? Or if they're stressed out. So I like to keep track of how many eggs I'm supposed to get, of what color and who's laying and all of that. So that's what today is about. This is new for me for several reasons. I haven't had hybrids that I've hatched on my own property before actually lay eggs. So it's really fun to see what colors I'm gonna get. So far, I've just had an array of brown eggs from my other hens, and then Belle, who is my one Easteregger that I've always had, was laying blue. Waiting to see if she pecks my eye out. But with these, I'm getting some olive colors and a little bit of a taupe color from one chicken. I can't figure out quite who it is yet. It's kind of between olive and taupe at different times, but this has been really fun. So today, I'm just gonna hang out and monitor. Okay, Flopsy. I'm gonna hang out and monitor who's laying what color their eggs are, and just see how this whole process is going. Because you guys, this is an adjustment for the girls as they start laying eggs. The first egg I found was actually sitting in the middle of the chicken area in the grass, and so that was like, uh-oh, I just laid an egg. So then they start realizing they want some privacy. They've got to figure out which nesting box they want to use. What if the other hens want to use the same nesting box? You know, they've got to have a little patience. Now, I do have 3 chicken coops and they all have nesting boxes in them. Plus, I've got an extra nesting box that I made, and I did a video on that, and I'll show you that today. If you poke me in the eye, Flopsy. Okay. But there's just that adjustment period of figuring out where they want to lay their eggs, who's going to get in there first, and if somebody else is in there first, where are they going to go? Eventually, they'll figure out they have plenty of room, but right now, it's kind of like chicken see, chicken do, and so they end up following each other around into the same nesting boxes. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and Flopsy, I don't want to look at her too close, y'all. She almost tried to pick me in the eye. Flopsy. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate having you. Y'all, she is the sweetest little thing. Booted bantam, if y'all are interested, booted bantam. She's tiny, beautiful little feet. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Show them your feet. Look at that. Oh my word. She's just as precious. Oh, y'all, look at this beautiful egg. I'm going to put it back in there because Honeybell was going in and out of there. This is what Snickerdo had to put up with the whole time that she was in there. Honeybell was in and out of that coop probably 25 times, and there was plenty of room for Honeybell to go in there, but Honeybell wanted that whole place to herself. So she kept coming out and going back in, coming out and going back in. Y'all, I named her Snickerdo because my favorite cookie is Snickerdoodle, and she has all of the colors of the ingredients that go in the cookie. So the butter, the flour, the cream of tartar, the cinnamon, those are all the colors that she has if you see her out in the sunlight. And so I thought Snickerdo was really cute. Me and my daughter joked and said if she had been a rooster, we could have called her Snickeroo. I said, yeah, but it probably wouldn't fly for a hen to name her Snickeroo, but it's still a cute name. So there she is. All the colors. Such a hodgepodge. So pretty. Good job. And here comes Honeybell. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as Snickerdo went out, Honeybell came right in, and I put that egg back in there just to make sure, because I was figuring Honeybell wanted to lay an egg, but just to make sure, I stuck that back in there, and we'll see what she does. I'll check back in a minute. Yeah, she definitely looks like she wants to lay an egg. Okay, so I heard all this noise from kettle corn. I run over there to see if she's laid an egg, and the egg was cold, which means somebody laid it last night, and it wasn't even blue, which is the color that she lays. So I'm walking back around, and I find her back in the coop with Honeybell. And then all of a sudden, a couple minutes later, kettle corn comes out like she's just laid an egg, and I'm like, what in the world? She just went in there, and I haven't even seen Honeybell come out yet. But I go around to check, and I'm expecting to see Honeybell in there, and she's not in there, and I don't see the egg. So we've got Snickerdo and kettle corn. So kettle corn's the only one laying the blue egg so far. But I kind of moved the pine shavings around because one of these chickens has been covering up eggs. And I don't know who it is, but I keep finding them under the pine shavings. But I put Honeybell's egg back because Flopsy showed up in there, and I wanted to make sure that she knew that was a good place to lay eggs. Then I decided to fill this nesting box that I made with pine shavings in front of the hens, so that maybe they would get the idea that this is somewhere else that they could go lay an egg if they wanted, that's close by. It's got some privacy in there. Now, it didn't take them long to check it out once I put the pine shavings in, but they haven't gotten in it yet. And so something that may help is if I use this plastic egg that I found that is several years old that my cats love to bat around outside on the patio, so it looks pretty muddy, but hey, it looks realistic. Some of the eggs look like that after a really bad storm. So I'm going to plop this down inside the pine shavings to maybe plant that seed in their head that, oh, we're supposed to be laying eggs in here. And we'll just see how it goes. I don't expect them to lay one in here today, but at least that plants the idea. Okay, so Flopsy didn't lay an egg yet, but we've got Gabby in here, and I'm pretty sure Gabby is one of my olive egg layers. So she's sitting in here on top of Honeybell's egg, and she's going to lay one of her green ones. They're so beautiful. I'm just showing you here how they compare in size. Now, the green ones are small because these are new egg layers, and so the eggs are never full size when they start out. So that is a small egg, and that shows you just how small Honeybell's eggs are. They are absolutely tiny. Flopsy really wanted to get up here with me, and she was so loud. Okay, my goodness. You're always so dramatic. Are you going to jump on me? What are you trying to do? But I wanted to show you those long feathers on her feet. There's like one long black feather, and then it has a bunch of other feathers next to it. So beautiful. You want me to put you down? You want me to put you down? Okay. Well, they've been checking out the nesting box, but nobody has gone in yet. Y'all, this crossbreeding is fun. Snickerdo has her mama's body and her daddy's legs and feet. So much fun. Okay, so I went over to the grow bags just to make sure nobody was laying any eggs in there. And of course, I found kettle corn going to town in one of the bags. I mean, she takes this seriously, y'all. And this is really good for her. I've said it a million times. This is how they get rid of parasites, you know, fleas, ticks, mites, whatever. Honeybell's coming to join in the game. Let's see what she does. Dust bathing is always a social event. It's very rare that you'll find one by themselves for very long. Hey, Flopsy. Well, Honeybell, that's the most work I think I've ever seen you do. Way to go. Do y'all hear Flopsy? She is very rarely quiet. She is docile. She is the sweetest thing. If you bend down to pick her up, she just squats down so that you can pick her up. She doesn't run away. But boy, is she loud. Oh my word, Honeybell wants to get the dirt off kettle corn. I bet this isn't going to go very well. The whole point is to get dirty. Honeybell, you might as well wait to clean her up when she's done. Oh, I knew that was coming. Y'all, she looks like somebody dumped a whole bag of dirt inside her feathers. It's amazing they can shake most of that off. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and watching all of the chickens. I hope you've had a fabulous year. I wish you a happy new year, and I'll see you real soon in the next video. And until then, y'all have a great couple of days. Bye-bye.